What is going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here, and in today's video we're going to be going over how to not get scammed when trading Cardano NFTs, because there's a lot of people out there, even if it's not Cardano NFTs, in Cardano and in other ecosystems, that when they're trading, they're using third-party services that just aren't so reliable. So in today's video, we're going to be using a service called Trading Tent to show you how you can use multi-signature transactions to actually see what you're going to get before you get it, and sign off on it and knowing what you're going to get before you send your ADA into the abyss. So if you have traded through ESCROW using Discord or a middleman before, you can pretty much kiss that goodbye at this point in time. At least I would never use these services, especially when we have something like Trading Tent here that does it all for you without a trusted third party or trusted middleman, and does it through a smart contract using one transaction. So all you have to do to use this is open up a tent. Opening up a tent is as simple as clicking the link down in the description or coming to tradingtent.io and pressing open a tent. In this case, we're going to use the basement.tradingtent.io. This is my kind of affiliated tent. I am working with Trading Tent to use this service because I think it's great, and I am a partner with them, so letting you know that this will benefit me if you use the basement.tradingtent.io subdomain rather than just the traditional tradingtent.io. But either one's going to work for you. Just please don't use human escrow when we have a service like this. And if you want to trade safely, all you have to do is click open up a new tent or join a tent by ID or the link that someone else has already opened. Pretty simple. I have done a successful tent today with my friends, tested out. I'm going to show you a clip from that right now. But I'm also just going to open a new tent and show you that you have to enter a password, and you also have some more options as to which policy IDs can be used in your tent if you want to make sure you do not get scammed and you have the right assets being sent to you. Just put in the policy IDs that you want inside the tent, and also ADA will be able to send to for the NFTs. If you don't know how to find a policy ID, it is very simple. Come to pool.pm. This will be linked down in the description. Put in your address in the search bar. Then you're going to see all of your assets. Find the asset that you want to find the policy ID of. In this case, it's a Vegemite, let's say. Click on it, and then go over here to the top where it says policy ID. Click on it again, and then just copy that. That's your policy ID. If you want to open a tent with just Vegemates being able to trade, we copy, paste it in, and we add it, right? And then we can add it up to 5 in this. Then we open the tent. You're going to have to set a password if you want only the people with the password to join. If you want to, for instance, if you want to put this somewhere that is a public forum, you want to have a password on it, you don't have to set a password. Then copy the tent ID or copy the link up here, send it to your partner that you're going to trade with, and you can go ahead and select assets once your partner has came into it. I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Now, once your partner joins in, you're going to see this right here. They can now add assets. You'll see them in the bottom right. You'll be able to view them, the policy IDs, and all the information associated with said assets. And you can go ahead and add assets as well. If you don't want to add any assets and you just want to send ADA, or if your partner wants to do so, they can just simply not click any assets and press confirm assets. Your confirmed assets will now be 0 assets, and then just select the amount of ADA you want to receive. After you've done that and your partner has also confirmed their assets, it's going to take a minute, but you're going to get to a screen eventually once you guys both figure out what you're wanting to trade, where you put in the amount of ADA, confirm it, and then you'll have this point right here. You confirm the trade. This isn't the final say off. The final say of what your trade is will be to submit the transaction, so keep that in mind. It's just an overview. You will send 9 ADA. Your partner will receive 0, or your partner will send 1 native asset and 0 ADA. So this is what's happening right here. We're going to press play. I'm just going to show you what happens here. You press confirm. You can see the policy ID of everything. You press confirm, and you go ahead and make sure everything's okay before you do this. And then the blockchain will get the transaction ready, and you can simply sign the transaction when you're ready. Then once your partner also signs the transaction, it'll be submitted to the blockchain because it is a multi-signature transaction, and both of you receive your assets once the transaction is submitted and fully through on the Cardano blockchain. You can see here our partner submitted the transaction. It was successful, and now we just have to wait a short amount of time for the transaction to confirm on the blockchain. It really is that simple. You don't need to use ESCROW anymore if you can use something like this. I would highly recommend using Trading Tent. The service fee for ESCROW is usually going to be higher anyways. This does support project royalties, by the way, so if the project is confirmed, they will give royalties if they've requested it, so keep that in mind too. But to be honest, I think if you are trading for ADA, the royalties should be honored. Anyways, that's how to get around ESCROW and never want to use ESCROW again, is to use a service like Trading Tent. Please do not be just super willing to give up all your assets just because you're using trading tents. Double check what you're sending, double check what you're receiving, and still be careful. But overall, this is going to be a way better solution than trusting a random human on the internet, if they're even a human. And it's just going to work out a lot better for a lot of people not getting scammed compared to human escrow. That's the whole video for today. If you want to help the channel, you can hit the subscribe button, stake with Jack Stake Pool, or also use the basement subdomain for trading tent, which will be linked down in the description. If you don't want to use the basement subdomain, you can also use the normal tradingtent.io. They both function the same, but the basement is cooler. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope this was helpful. Peace out.